Hello, everybody. Fear My Games here with the next episode of my Defy Tempera playthrough as the Kingdom of Samaria. Sorry I'm a little tired today. It's a bit late. I've just been busy and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. But hopefully I'll get a decent night's sleep tonight. And tomorrow I'll be good as new when I record my Byzantine Empire playthrough. Assuming I don't get a surprise work thing that's been happening the last few weeks. Money is nice, which is why I don't turn it down. So for those of you who are interested in reading this, I'm going to just do a quick scroll through down here for anybody who wants to see it. If anyone wants to read it, this is another This Year in History kind of situation. One thing I did do is I did do the intern before I started the video because I figured I was like, oh, there's something I really can do right now, so I decided it was just a good time to restart it. We did have reforms now, but I don't think they're our reforms. I think they're somebody else, so we don't need to worry about it. But it does mean that I think the guys who are north, the Scythians, are probably going to be a bit more of a threat than they used to be. Saracen, of course, is the same situation as before. Tanais is actually starting to lose public order, which is interesting to me. I wonder what's causing the public order problems. Buildings leading to squalor, and slaves, as well as taxes. And apparently faction also reduces it too. That's interesting. Maybe I'll do some bread in games. Maybe I'll start selling slaves to reduce the amount of slave unrest. At least for now. I'm not sure if that actually helps with the public order or not, honestly. But we'll find out. We will find out indeed. Though either way, I'll need to make it so that public order starts going back up. Let's see, Tushpa. I want to make this army a 20 stack, but I can't quite do it because I don't quite have enough. I don't want to make another horse unit. I'd rather make another Papa unit, but I don't have enough of either of them, so we're kind of stuck right now. So, but in 2 turns, this army is going to be ready to go. And I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this army just a little bit stronger, or weaker, I guess. But is there an enemy army somewhere here? I know there's an army in Ganzak. I know there's this army up incoming. But I know there's like another army being built in Ganzak. I think what I'm going to do here is... I know there's going to be a rebellion here next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit... I'll just recruit a generic unit. That then I can disband later without any problems. I think I'll make a sword unit. Not a spear unit, I think. So we'll just do a... Thrak swordsman for now, at least. Let's see. I tempted to not. I'm gonna build it. Sure. I was thinking about maybe not upgrading my hoplite barracks, but I was like, might as well. So what I'll do is with this army, I'll move it in about a turn or two. Yeah, 1 turn. I'll send this south to attack Fraspa. Reclaiming it, and then this guy will fight off the rebel army that'll appear nearby. Wipe that out. Recover. Take a turn to recover, and then we'll march south to Ganzak, and hopefully once the armies are ready, we'll split one army going this way, and maybe another army going this way. And then with this army, then we'll be hopefully in position to march south here and swoop in and take that territory. So I'm going to disband 2 more of these guys. I want to recruit more of my Galatian swordsmen and my Galatian levies. Let's see, I want... These light cavalry aren't too... These lancers aren't too bad. The reason I'm doing these levies instead of the more Galatian soldiers is because I think I do need a decent line of spears against cav units, you know? Well, let's see, 4 and 4 right now. If I want to, this one I could kind of choose. Do I want to invest a little bit more in, having a strong units that can be more maneuverable with this army, but a little bit weaker to cav, or be very strong against cav? It's kind of the line here. I think I'm going to go for. See, these melee defense. This melee defense is actually quite nice. Let's see. Well, what's the armor? No difference in armor would it look like. Let's do Galatian Swordsman. See how it goes. It'll be kind of interesting. I've not really used this kind of army when I played as a Greek faction, so I'm intrigued to see how it goes. Alright, let's end turn. But now we have 3 armies ready to bear down on the Seleucids. Hopefully we can secure Syria and the Antioch area before Pergamon advances. That way we don't have to share the territory with them. It's one reason why I want to get that done ASAP. Is it I have to share with Pergamon? That'd be kind of awkward. Because I kind of want to be decent, get a decent relationship with them. That way I can just focus on the east and south. You know? Because if we go to war with them, I'll have to worry about that for a while. Oh, sorry about the audience. I'm kind of tired. Bit late. So I'll be yawning a little bit. But I'll do my best to make this as entertaining as possible. I want to keep up the tempo of, you know, doing things literally next. So what's going to happen is that in 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks, I'm going to, well, actually more like 2.5 weeks, I'm going to be moving. So what I plan to do is before I move, I'm going to try and record a lot of videos in backlog. So if you guys see me, the videos are going to be released in 3 weeks. If you see me wearing basically the same thing, it's because I am wearing the same thing. Where's this rebellion? I know there's a rebellion here. Oh, I guess the rebellion's here. Let's make the Artemis one here for Pisces agriculture. So, but yeah, as I said, it's because I'm running a bunch of videos at the same time. That way I can try and get a backlog up a few weeks, because I don't know when I'll have internet. I don't know when I'll be set up. I don't even know what my work schedule is going to be, so I don't know how soon I'll be able to record videos. And I'm not even sure if I might have to redo my schedule. Hopefully I can keep maintaining the new schedule, and also I will soon be able to actually improve public order. Nice. Was it brain stop working? Itchy. Now I don't remember those things. Oh, so but hopefully I'll be able to maintain the same schedule. I'll just need to do some time to record videos. Really depends. It'll be a different living situation for me than I'm used to. So I'm hoping it works out nicely for me. If it doesn't, though, if it doesn't work out, then I'll just have to live with it. And then, and by that, well, I mean, the living situation I'm pretty sure will work out, but I mean, being able to record videos, because I don't know what my work schedule is going to be. I don't know how much time I need for my personal life and all that stuff, so it's all new for me. So, but bear with me, guys, and hopefully everything works out nicely. Let's see. I don't think there's anything I can really do anymore this turn. I moved out the armies. This army's still stuck here for another turn until those Galatian swords are ready to go. You know, sorry. But besides that serious note, hopefully you guys have been having a good day so far. Though it might be morning, because I do record these for me, or like before I even wake up. Actually, if I'm being entirely honest with you guys. I wake up at, sometimes I wake up at like 6:30, but usually I wake up about 7:15. And I send these videos out to be at 6 o'clock. So usually these are being uploaded, get released after I wake up. Oh yeah. One thing that surprised me, a wild enemy army has appeared. Well, we'll see how well this army full of Georgian swordsmen will do. It does look like in terms of main line, our guys are better, but they do have pikemen in the center, which is going to be a big threat to me. But we have a significant archer advantage Well, actually, we don't have archers, but I mean ranged advantage, I should say, because we have slingers in this army instead of archers. Oh. So what we're going to do is, we have our pike line against the main line. We're going to try and spread out our swordsmen as wide a line as possible to try and flank the hoplite and pikemen. I think those might be pike... Well, maybe those are actually straight pike. Like they said hoplites, so they're not pikemen.
We await your orders.
These are what our Georgian infantry look like right here. They have small shields, but which means they don't protect a crazy amount, but it means that they can move fast, hopefully. And they have spears ready to throw, which means I definitely need to make sure I make use of those spears. But that's going to be a pretty big advantage, is make sure I can fire off those spears. If we don't fire off those spears properly, then I think we're giving up one of our biggest advantages, honestly. I don't want you guys perfectly set up. Whoops. See, and then we want at the ready. We are ready and eager. Let's be careful with being too spread out. I think we should be okay at this point juncture. And get the baggage train in the group, block them together, start the battle. They attacked us. We actually don't need to advance. Now that I think about it. So we have our. So what's their lines looking like? They're kind of advancing as a big blob right now. They might change it up a little bit in the future, but so here's their pikemen. Thankfully, they're not. Oh, there's the rest of the pikemen here. So these are their big honcho pikemen, the Greek bronze pikemen. Though I guess silver shields I think are better than them. I don't know if there's a silver shield pikemen though, but I guess those would be better than the bronze pikemen. I could be wrong. I don't really know. I've never played the Seleucids before, so. Well, I played them in Rome 1, but I don't think I've ever played them in Rome 2 though. They're a very big faction though. So these are basically the basic Greek infantry. They are basically militia troops. Not actually being called militia. Fast moving, but not very strong, I think. Yeah, very weak stats. Our guys are a lot better than them. Though not crazy much better, actually, apparently, according to in melee defense. These guys are very much damage dealers based on their stats. I want to get my cav to deal with these guys. And I definitely want to make it so my spearmen are able to provide some assistance. Not surprised that unit has used all of its ammunition. It's kind of part of the point. I'm not surprised their general's under attack. That's kind of the point there. What's going on over here? These are medium, so that probably make it so their lives a little bit easier. What's going on over here? Those guys are still chasing these guys. Let's bring them back into this fight over here. These guys are getting kind of cycle charged by the enemy cav, which is a bit of a problem. We're wiping out these guys pretty spectacularly on this flank, but But our melee troops are getting beat up by Cav a decent amount. I also realized I said the guy to actually charge a Cav that really should be chasing. Get a nice flanking off here. Get these guys into that. Unit will be good. Especially if we can finish off that unit, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm not surprised those guys are wavering. They're getting kind of bullied right now.
What are your orders? Ready to march. What are your orders? Forward.
Oh, they got a unit into my pikemen. I was not expecting that. Like, how did they get a unit of pikemen right there? I guess there is not a insignificant gap, so I guess that's how. I thought I ordered you to assist. What's going on over here? Ah. I think that unit's about to be wiped out. Damn it! This is obnoxious. Alright, let's see. What's going over here? These guys are being dealt with. My Cav is winning over here, but this one's about to break unless it gets some assistance now. Run fast, my teammate. So there we go. That guy just pushed him to rout, which means this guy's now free to dig into their flank. I'm gonna send my general after their general. What's going on over here? Oh, they actually scared my guy off, both of my Cav archers from over there. That's a problem now. Well, that's not good at all. I got enough rear charge off there, but we got a assist over there. It's gonna go to rear charge off here against these guys. Boom, that was a good charge over there. Oof, that was a big charge from them too. Now that guy's getting kind of whipped now. What's going on over here? General, don't just take it like a man. Hit him. Now I've sent like multiple slingers on him to kind of beat him up. These poor Georgian swordsmen though are not going to be able to win this battle on their own. He's a little too separated from the battle. And their Cav, they don't have the advantage of missiles like we do, but they definitely have the advantage in terms of the sheer amount of stuff they can throw at me. In terms of melee stuff. Where's my general? He's over there. He's doing just fine. Now, these guys have been flanked, so they should slowly be killed by my Georgians over here. Is that a cav unit? No, it's a spear unit. Alright, oh, that guy's is getting recharged and kind of getting beat up now. I might be able to save him. But probably not. I mean, I might just be able to avenge him, but not save him. What's going on here? I'm gonna fall back my citizen cav now. Hold, men, hold! Alright. I'm honestly surprised by how well these guys are holding when they're being flanked so hard. But I guess that's kind of the advantage of pikeman units and the like, I guess. Let's flank him. My general is facing Spearman right now by himself, but I'm confident in his ability to do stuff. I didn't realize, I forgot my cav was over there, if I'm being honest with you guys. Boom! Shakalaka! Melted. No, this is a lot closer of a battle than I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie.
Heavy cavalry, ready and willing. Missile infantry at your command. Quick march.
Holy cow. I'm amazed about how much my guys are routing right now in the back here. Come on, General. Whip him into shape. Blast him. There, we broke him. That one's shattered. Hold. Reinforcements are on the way. Nor last unit, one of our last units of hoplites is routed. That's bad for us. On the bright side, that rear charge there broke that unit right there. Come on, man. They were not ready for that charge, which is good for us. Alright, let's assist them here. I'm surprised our unit's losing considering they're up against missiles, but they are heavy missiles, so I guess that helps a little bit. What's helpful is that the enemy general has just been staying way over there, not assisting their compatriots, so it's like really good for us, bad for them. Come on, get that rear charge there. Dang it! I was just getting a rear charge against the guys they were fighting too.
Swift riders at your command.
Oh no, the enemy's starting to engage their general now.
Cavalry.
Do we break them? We broke them. Perfect, perfect.
Orders understood.
Oh no, did I ever just charge them right into the right of ready pikemen?
General.
Damn it. General, get him. Ah, my.
General. As you command.
I've got to get them out of here before they get stuck in too long against these guys.
By your command. Engage. Forward.
General, no! No! The battle is lost. Apparently I was way too overconfident about the quality of my troops. I think I also misplayed it as well. That's part of the problem as well. Is my swordsman got beat up by the enemy cav way too much, and that cost me my biggest advantage was the fact that my swordsmen were so strong.
On my order! Light infantry ready. Ready. Orders understood. Ready.
Trying to get this guy to run away, but he's not running away.
As you command. Withdraw.
There we go.
Orders back. Withdraw.
Make an ordered retreat. Retreat! It was a close fight, but unfortunately, we were just not strong enough. We played too much of the enemy advantage. And it cost us our life, cost us this victory, cost us the life of our men. I think I need to just trust in the fact that my troops aren't going to be naturally better anymore. I'm going to have to play smarter. I'm not playing smart enough. This is just how much of their cav advantage would be good being in play there. And of course, the fact that pikemen versus hoplites, pikemen win that battle because the hoplites can't even get at them. Normally, the hoplite against non-liquid hoplites are a wall that will stand fast, and will usually win through attrition. Pikemen will just say, "Ha ha, poke, poke, poke." I need to recruit some pikemen. But as far as I know, the only pikemen I have is way over by Pergamon in Almacia. Let's see. I think what I'm going to need to do in this army has not completely been wiped out. It's just been gravely wounded. It should fall back now to Coron. And I'll be able to make a stand there. I should be able to win very easily in Coron. You know, it'll be more of a choke point. Oof. That was a hard defeat there.
Fall back.
I didn't quite make it to Coron. That's bad, actually. Oh, they fell back, though. I guess we wounded them a little too much. They're not wanting to push it. But damn, that was humbling. The Seleucids will not be as easy to kill as Armenia. Armenia's strength is the fact that they have good cavalry, but Armenia did not have any cav, which meant that their big advantage was lost and their infantry sucked. Now we have to deal with people who actually have the same strength as us and beat them. Maybe less of an archer focus, or less the range focus, but I didn't feel like they did all that great in that last battle. Though actually, I didn't check to see how many kills they got, honestly. They did get some nice kills when they like got when they pushed too far. You got like was able to focus them down. Maybe my choice of slingers was not a good idea. Let's see, I kind of want to get. This or let's do that, I guess. Alright, so this army here is going to have to fall back to Armavir. And let's see. Yeah, no pikemen to speak of. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding some Thrail spearmen to my armies. To help with the flanks. I think that'll help with the Georgian swordsmen too. Make them a bit better. And where's this army here? Honestly, I should make the same change over here. After this battle over here with the rebels. I'm gonna just wipe them out with an auto resolve and then make the changes. They're not a serious threat. Yeah, they weren't. I didn't allow them to make them a serious threat this time. So what we're gonna do is I'll go over there to Armavir, give the Thrail swordsmen to them, have these guys take one of the Thrail spears from here, and throw it into this army. Maybe two of them. Maybe I'll give them one of my archers. That way they have like an actual archer unit instead of all these slingers. Maybe what I'll do is I will make it 4 slingers. And then 1 archer unit and the rest more melee focused. And I can now start getting better cavalry in this army as well. Now that I can start recruiting my royal Bosporans in its place. So try to make sure my cavalry are better than their cavalry, hopefully, through just being purely powerful and stuff, you know. Hopefully there's that. Hey, there's an army over here. I didn't even notice you. Hey, you'll be a fun one to test my new army against. Just whip them and give them some combat experience. Oh, this rebel army is not even in the the province they're rebelling in. I think that's just break of etiquette right there. You want to live as free men. You had the opportunity, but now you will live as slaves.
Make haste, men.
May your descendants not make the same mistake you did.
Advance.
Alright, we're on the brink of going into Seleucid territory with this army. And hopefully not completely messing up. Hopefully. Let me secure the loyalty of this army. It's just the loyalty kind of drop even further. There we go. Let's make it so we don't have to worry about a civil war or anything like that, because that's always inconvenient. I honestly should consider moving my capital to Machete, even though, you know, this is a far grander capital in terms of, like, you know, how big it is and all that jazz. This is becoming more of my centers, more over here. Or maybe I'll make Edessa, or maybe I'll make Seleucia my new capital, and I'll rename it as something, I don't know. So actually, Tushpa would actually be more my center than I think about it. Well, I can't wait until this region right here calms down and stops getting so pissy. But yeah, so the Seleucids aren't pushing the victory. Their army is in a lot better shape than our army was. So if they had pushed on the attack, they probably would have just straight up won. They wouldn't have been able to take Armavir because I had an army too close to Armavir, but still. And a while, well, actually, that would have stopped the overtaking it. They could reach it, but I think the garrison probably would have been able to be more than enough to hold it. It almost beat. I've had a weaker garrison almost beat a bigger army. So we'll find out. the boys, the Massalians, the Aridias. Lots of things to do. Let's see. I wonder if I need to figure out how I can unlock some actual Greek pikemen of my own, rather than so I don't have to rely on my levies for pikemen, because to help me go toe to toe with Seleucids. But also I think honestly having 2 pikemen is always useful, because they can be like the firm center that won't break of your lines. And then the everything else can be a little bit more flexible. That's why I usually like to have pikes in my armies. A child has died. Oh no. The faction rises way over there. So nothing I need to concern myself with, essentially. Okay, so we're over here now. Alright, so let's trade this Thrail Swordsman I kind of just made on a dime and replace it with instead a Thrail Spear. And then... making a unit of Hoplo. I also just realized I was going to do something. I was going to give one of these guys one of my archers, I believe. Honestly, because this army is about to advance, I'm actually going to take this army. I think I'm going to give this guy to that army. And then I'm going to recruit. I wish I had enough to recruit these, but I used all of these guys to get my cav better. So then I'm going to start moving forward here. Actually, I can't move anymore. Never mind. I was about to say I can move out now, but I actually realized now I can't. Let's get another unit of Thrail spears then while I'm at it. We do need good fighters. You know, we need to make up for when I make strategically questionable decisions. So I'm thinking of taking Tarsos. The reason why I'm thinking of taking Antioch immediately is that I want to block off Pergamon from taking it without having to deal with me. So that's why I'm going to try and take Tarsos. And plus, it'll give me a good staging way to practice with this army against a weaker target. Now I'm checking to see if there's anything I can build with the money I have. I can upgrade this one. Honestly, part of me is not wanting to keep this. Part of me kind of wants to make it something else. But I do need the money. I mean, I do need the food, not the money. We have lots of mouths to feed. Alright, let's end churn. Okay, there's nothing else I can really do. Honestly, I should start once the next turn. I'm going to park this army outside of Tushpa instead of parking inside of Tushpa, because I think that'll make it better. I mean, not outside Tushpa, but I mean outside of Armavir. That way, it doesn't have the negative public order of having a army be garrisoned. The reason why I put the army in there is because, 1, in case they attacked, but also 2, because I believe replenishment's faster in the cities, even if it causes you public order problems. So that's why I did that. Yeah, Seleucids, I have a grander army than before. Are you ready to face me in open combat? We will find out. You know, maybe what I should do is I should get more cav. My cav, like, honestly, my cav on 1-to-1 battle, like, seemed to beat their cav. The big problem was the fact that my cav were outnumbered. Even with the swordsmen helping them, they weren't spearmen. So, that means they weren't quite as useful at, like, helping them. They allowed it to change the tide of the battle, but not fast enough that it would be valuable. You know, comparatively. Sorry for the yawns, guys. There's nothing going on. The insurance cycles, man. Alright. Well, Seleucids, you didn't move. Now the real army's here to just fuck you up.
Advance.
They retreated. That's what I like to see.
At your command.
Know who your place, Seleucids. Oh, now I can make it decent in here. So I think we'll do something like this and this, I think.
Good life.
Or maybe another unit of Thrail Spears. Let's do another unit of Thrail Spears. Nice unit in my pike of Royal Guards to try and be my center. Kind of still moving in the direction of having a bit more of a more flexible army instead of a stout army. I think we'll I was about to say we'll attack Tarsus, but this is such an easy victory apparently. Part of me wants to fight out, even though I'll probably get more losses actually fighting it, than letting it auto-resolve. So I kind of want to see what my army looks like, so we're going to just fight it out. Even, you know, just cuz, really. Mostly just cuz. Why not? Might as well have a victory in battle. I'm surprised these archers are so high tier. Like, they're maxed out garrison archers. How much have you guys either been trained or how much fighting must they've had if they're this high level? Against my mostly fresh army here. The only thing I think I haven't changed was the archers and the cav. Maybe the Thrail Spears. So what do they look like? So they've, you know, the round wicker shields, the spears, their helmets, and these are very light melee infantry. That is actually a concern. I didn't really notice that. I'm not sure if it says it anywhere here, unless you have to look at it. So they're very light. I guess maybe I could have told that by their armor. And because they're very light, that means they're not very high tier. I'm going to use the fact that there's a lot of them to my advantage here. Leave my Spallation Spears on the flanks. Same with my Thrail Spears. My Thrail Spears honestly might be the best center that I have, actually. So I'm going to... 1, 2, 3. Put my Thrail Spears actually in the center. Reason why is that they have the highest armor and I think defend. Well, they don't have the highest melee defense, but they do have the highest armor out of all of my guys. So hopefully that means they can take a bigger hit, you know? I trust on the levies to protect the flanks. I mean, I say that, but I actually don't really think the enemy has any cav, so no real flanks to really protect. And now I can dedicate these guys more to the flanks over here. We do have to be careful not to go too far past our supply lines, but this army does not actually have a, what was I going to say? Does not have a baggage train, which I just realized actually. So, it will have, so any long campaigns will have any issues, so we'll need to make sure that we, which might mean our choice not to attack the Antioch summit might actually be a problem. I'm gonna make sure my troops run. So 3 is the left flank, 2 is the right flank, and 1's the center. So we get our Thrail Spearsmen. A lot better armor than we have the almost naked dudes over here. And everybody except our spearmen have these Galatian levies have javelins to throw, which means that they can do a nice amount of initial DPS against those hoplites before they engage them. I don't expect them to actually beat the hoplites though. Well, they don't have a lot of AP damage is the reason why I'm not really confident in their ability to win front-on attacks. They're like a bunch of Fringe and Axemen, I'd be a little bit more confident in their ability to win, but they're not Fringe and Axemen. They're Galatian swordsmen. I'm gonna assume they. Oh, never mind. I was about to say, I assume they fell back all the way over there, but I guess not. They must be like just over here somewhere, and we're about to encounter them hidden somewhere around here. Apparently, we're still hidden over here, in the middle of this plain. Don't ask me. Don't tell me. Don't ask me why that is. Where are you guys? Where is the enemy? We're almost at the red line. I wonder if they're up there or something. I'm mostly amazed that we haven't caught sight of each other yet. For a moment, I thought they were going to be like the red line, like back there, because I saw hills, but then I realized it's past the red line. Unless maybe they're up here. Oh, they are up here. I was like, they're like, I know the AI is smart enough to take the high ground when they can, so I'm not too surprised to see them up here. Citizen, militia, citizen, they're all seem, except for these guys. The large amount of citizen militias, which the nice thing about this is the fact that they don't have a lot of armor on the citizen militias. Because the main threat is going to be the Greek hoplites. Otherwise, I'm not too worried. Honestly, if the enemy's not going to move, it might be worth spending some extra time to just try and get as much, to negate as much of their hill advantage as possible. And so let's see what happens. Some of our guys are not running where they're supposed to go. Oh my, wow. There we go. Helps when the enemy just doesn't move to intercept you when it comes to making these changes like this. One of the weaknesses of the AI. I'm very unprepared for an attack right now, technically. But they're going to let me get all set up because they're super, super polite. Cavern, fine. Everyone seems to be largely... They don't seem to be dropped off afresh, even with this run. So that's good. What I want to do is I want to get into javelin range and then just wait for a moment and then release. So I think javelin range probably is about here. I'm just going to try running that cav around the back. Try and sneak these guys in this flank there. Oh, no. Stop. What the? Stop. What the hell was that? No, that's... Oh my god, what is going on right now? Why is my army being so mentally... Why is it that Pathfinder have to be so ridiculous there for a moment? Now we might lose our single advantage of the javelins.
We hunger for blood and battle.
There we go. They're gonna let us throw our jabs and stuff like that, so that's really good. Charge! Alright. Alright. Fired everything already. Got a good flank off there. Good flanks all around, I would say. Yeah, we were able to completely envelop them. Perfection itself, I would say. Not a lot of kills on our guys, but that's their job is mostly to keep them occupied while the flanks get around them. Perfect. Now these guys, the flanking ones are the ones who should be getting a lot of kills. Yeah, I can see the flanking ones are racking up the kills. This guy's mostly job is just to keep him in place long enough for my guys to get around and smash them to bits. I'm actually gonna order my archers to stop attacking because I think they're not being very helpful right now. So, you know, keep in light of that one. There we go, they shattered. One of our units broke, but not that surprising. They were entirely designed to just sit there and take the brunt of the damage. But you can see the damage though for the flank. These guys are really good at the flank. So we'll kind of have to keep that in mind. Our front line is going to be is not going to be very strong. But our ability to like racket the kills by getting around them is going to be the strength of this army. Because there's so many units per units that I was able to actually secure like 2 to 3 hoplite units with one of my units by spreading them out, which allowed me to just envelop them and just swallowed them. So basically, it was, but it helped that I outnumbered them still by about 4 units. Which helped a little bit, which basically meant that I had even more of an envelopment. Like, I was able to basically get entirely around them instead of just, you know, working my way through the flanks. Who was the first that so forged the deadly blade of rugged steel? Oh well. Tarsus, we have victory! So I'm gonna I'll just occupy it. So we on Tarsus. Our units are at least replenishing, which is good. I was worried that they wouldn't replenish. And once we take this, I think once these guys replenish, we're gonna go and take Antioch itself. And then hopefully we can take Dapsakos. Oh, thankfully it's right there. Egypt is actually pushing from the south, so we definitely need to beat them there. Alright, one more turn for this army to be ready to go back and advance. This army's kind of stuck where it is. Let's get into the enemy army. I'm ready for you, Athena's faithful. You may have used Athena's guidance to grant you strength last time, but the next time it shall be my victory. Just you wait. Alright, what are the entrance sequence and one of the entrance sequences going on? I will be ending the video. Thank you guys oh so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to press that like button down below, or Rumble if you're on Rumble. You hit that subscribe button to see more of my content. Comment down below to give me some nice feedback. And of course, have a good day, night, evening, wherever you guys may be. Bye-bye.